Okay, so I gotta make this video because I just finished watching Patrick CC's link, maybe in the corner, but if not in the description definitely. His latest video was about this guy who I guess considers himself a comedian, but I'm gonna be 100. I personally don't find his material funny. The guy's a putz, for crying out loud. First of all, he goes on rants like how I used to. I mean, I still do probably. And he talks about shite that he don't even know what he's talking about. So I did a little digging after I watched the Patrick CC video. This dude, Schulz, um, he has some guests on in his podcast. So let me look up. I ain't got to look up shite right now, but let me go to the website, which I recommend. This website, it's Bible Gateway. And for those of you, this dumb, stupid New York dude whose dad is native New Yorker of German Irish descent, and his mom is an immigrant from Scotland. So I looked them up. All right. So in Scotland, majority of people they don't identify with any particular religion. Okay, but and that's in 2022. She probably came from a while ago when there was still more Christianity and the people, more people identify with Christianity as opposed to now. But right now, as 2022, only like 38%, 39% of people identify with Christianity. The reason why I'm saying that is because this damn comedian, who I give him more credit for standing up to the big media company than I do for his material. I'm sorry. That's just personal opinion. The dude's he's racist, and it's all good, because this is America, baby. You can be a racist if you want. Ain't nobody, you allowed. We got freedoms here. Dude's a racist, and let's just face it, because majority of his material is just talking down, and it's race related. So it's pretty safe to say this dude is a racist, okay? Plain and a sexist at that too, because in the bit he was talking to these two other dudes who were black but from the UK, and then he was talking about how black women be like this and like that. See, so racist, sexist, this guy's all over the place. And then he started dropping bombs on my boy K Dot. The reason why I be boasting a lot, and I encourage all of y'all out there, write letters, emails, regular letters to this company called UMG. They're his fucking label, his main label. So they're the ones that got a brown nose the Grammys, either give him kickbacks or, push their agenda so that he wins the award. Because that's the only way people win awards, really, is through that. But Not Like Us has had more of an impact than any other, and it's a diss track too. So Outkast, first rap group to win a Grammy. I want K Dot. I don't know if anybody's won a Grammy with a diss track. I think it was probably Aubrey Graham Cracker, but he's no longer a rapper. He's a former rapper. I want this diss track to win all Grammys that is nominated for. But anywho, this guy Schulz, if you see his podcast, because I've seen a couple clips from it, all right. And when I said that I stand more for what he stands, it's because he stood up to the big media company because they wanted to censor his material. He said, "Nah, I'm gonna put it out on my own." Respect for that. Okay, you got my respect on that front. On your material, you know what? You're not my type of a comedian. Other people probably like your shit, but to me, hey, I respect your hustle, man. And also, like when you see him on his podcast, this looks like he's like he's leaning forward, like paying attention, like he's paying good attention, like he wants to learn. But he's one ignorant ass. If you think about it, when his response to the K diss, when Kendrick dissed him in worked out moral, he said that, oh, and me and Kendrick, if we was locked up together, I just ended up making love to him at the end of the night. What the fuck are you talking about, you dumb ass? I'm gonna tell you right now, smart as you are one ignorant motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you why. Based on your parents and based on the fact that you're an American, you most likely have a Christian background, okay? Because your mom, your dad, he was native New Yorker, but he's of German descent. In Germany, it's 48% Christianity, about 5%, Muslims. And Muslims, the Quran is just the Christian Bible with the third part, which is what the Prophet Muhammad, he's also of Irish descent. In Ireland, it's 69% Christianity and about 2% Muslim, okay? So I know you probably got a little bit of Christian in your blood, all right? So first book of Samuel, verse 17. The story of the father of King Solomon, which was King David, versus Goliath, okay? Now, if you don't know the story, Goliath was said to be a giant. I read somewhere he was like between 6'9" and like 9'9". But if you look at that, if you go by those measurements, that means Superman Shaquille O'Neal is a giant, okay? I met Shaquille O'Neal IRL, all right? And he didn't get up. He was sitting down in the chair. So when I saw Shaq and I saw the way his legs were hanging off the table, and when I shook his hands, this motherfucker he's a monster, man. Shaquille O'Neal's on a class of his own. Hey, what's up? This is me, post-edit. Just so you guys kind of understand the scale of when I talk about Shaquille O'Neal being on a class of his own. He's actually, in his contract, when he makes media appearances, there are certain people that are not allowed to stand right next to him because literally they'll almost be like for instance, I think, what's his name? The other comedian mentioned it, who I also don't think is that funny, but he's got a lot of energy and he was selling out, stadiums. Kevin Hart's who I'm talking about. But like I said, everybody's got their own taste. In his contract, if you're like at a certain height, you're not allowed to stand next to him. And I see why. When you see this guy, he's a giant. But I'm going to get straight to the point before this video is more than like 5 minutes, because I know y'all don't want to watch a video longer than like 3 to 4 or 5 minutes from me. David was average height. He was Jewish because during that time, Christianity didn't exist. This was before Jesus was born and spread the gospel to his disciples. After that, that's when Christianity was officially started. I take that back. It took a little while for it to pick up. So David was just a regular Jewish guy. So I'm making a video. Giant. Hold on a second. I gotta pause this. So David was an average Jewish guy, probably like 5 foot to like 5'6", And Goliath was allegedly between 6'9" and 9'9". And David beat Goliath in a battle with like a sling. Link in description of what a sling is. So all I'm saying is, you think Kendrick goes into prison and this motherfucker Schulz goes into prison? Who do you think is gonna have more resources? And do you think it takes a big ass motherfucker to shank somebody? If anything, the smaller you are, the better, because the better you can defend yourself, and you can just come up underneath somebody real quick and just shank, boom, 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 real quick. And that's all it takes. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thanks. Ciao. Please subscribe. If anything, do it when I die. If you watched till now, you are a legend, and I truly thank you. Thanks to everybody who subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please help me. I would love to hit 200 before the end of this year. Thank you so much. Please like and share. Bye.